Danger. Prince Harry packs his bags and moves back to the UK after being evicted from Montecito and deported from the US.
This story might surprise you.
It's not just another tabloid rumor. It's about a royal who has captured the world's attention with his unexpected move from the US. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, once lived in his Montecito mansion. He enjoyed organic tea, California sunshine, and watched his kids play.
But his dream life has ended.
What made Harry leave his luxurious life in the US? Rumors are swirling, but the truth is surprising. After being evicted from his Montecito home, Prince Harry decided to return to the UK.
And he wasn't just leaving by choice. He was deported from the US. Let's break down this royal drama step by step. Prince Harry's journey back to the UK starts with his Montecito mansion.
This $14 million estate was meant to be a peaceful retreat.
But what went wrong? Keeping up with celebrity life isn't easy.
Harry and Meghan faced financial pressure. They had mounting expenses and dwindling deals. Plus, they had issues with their neighbors.
Being evicted from a mansion is shocking.
How does that happen to a prince? When cash flow issues hit, even royalty can face eviction. Harry received notice to vacate. This was a reality check for the former prince. So, what's a prince to do when life in California falls apart?
He headed back to the UK. But wait, deported? Seriously?
Yes, you heard that right. The Montecito eviction was shocking, but being deported was even more surprising. Harry's immigration status was a topic of speculation.
Did he have a green card? Was he on a work visa? No one knew for sure.
But recent developments didn't work in his favor.
He was deported.
Imagine the headline: Prince Harry deported from America. It's like a modern-day royal soap opera. The Duke of Sussex, once with the world at his feet, was deported.
He had nowhere else to go, so he returned to the UK.
Returning to your homeland should be comforting, right?
Not for Harry.
Harry's return to the UK is not a hero's welcome. His last departure wasn't on good terms with the royal family. Their Oprah interview exposed secrets and painted a fractured royal life.
So, how will things play out now?
Sources say Harry isn't moving back to Buckingham Palace or Frogmore Cottage. Instead, he's settling into a more modest place, far from royal life. This move is bittersweet and raises many questions. Will the royal family accept him back, or will he remain the black sheep? What does the future hold for Prince Harry? Will he rebuild his life in the UK, reconnect with his family, or start anew?
The truth is, no one knows for sure. Harry's journey has been anything but ordinary.
But here's the real takeaway. Harry's story isn't just about royal drama. It's about making bold choices and creating something new. It's messy, complicated, and sometimes doesn't go as planned.
And haven't we all been there?
Whether you're a fan of the royal family or not, Harry's journey is relatable. Life throws us curveballs, and sometimes we must make tough decisions. Like leaving behind a world that no longer fits us, even if it means facing the unknown. As we wrap up, let's reflect on what we can learn from Prince Harry's saga. No, most of us won't face being evicted from a mansion or deported.
But there are real lessons about change, risk, and reinvention.
Sometimes, you have to walk away from what's familiar to find what's right. Harry left behind a royal life to pursue something new. It didn't go exactly as planned, but his courage is admirable. Life doesn't always go as expected, and that's okay.
Even a prince can find himself without a home or country.
What matters is how you handle it when things don't go your way. Reinvention is possible at any stage of life. Harry may have stumbled in his first attempt to create a new life in the US, but who's to say this next chapter won't be his most successful one yet? Prince Harry's journey is a reminder that life is full of twists and turns. But no matter what happens, we always have the power to make a new choice, start a new chapter, and take control of our own stories. So, what's the bold move you've been putting off? Whether it's starting a new career, leaving a situation that no longer serves you, or pursuing a dream you've been scared to chase, now's the time. If a prince can reinvent himself, so can you. Let me know in the comments. What's your next bold move? Share your thoughts, and let's continue the conversation. While the spotlight may be on Prince Harry, we can't overlook the other half of this royal duo, Meghan Markle. After all, she was a key player in their dramatic exit from the royal family and their new life in the US.
So, what does this sudden change mean for her?
Is Meghan following Harry back to the UK?
Here's where things get even more intriguing.
There's no confirmed report yet of Meghan joining Harry on his return to the UK. Some sources claim she may remain in the US, focusing on her personal projects, business ventures, and charity work. This could be a sign of a deeper rift between the couple, or it could simply be a strategic move to maintain her independence and separate identity. Remember when Meghan famously said during the Oprah interview that life in the UK had been stifling and that she felt like she couldn't breathe? It's not hard to imagine why she might be hesitant to return to a country that holds such painful memories. But this raises more questions than it answers. What happens to their partnership? Will they be living apart? Meghan has always been a figure who challenges the traditional roles expected of a royal spouse. So, it's no surprise that her next move might defy convention, too. But one thing is certain. Meghan's decision will have a lasting impact on the Sussex brand, whether she stays in the US or reunites with Harry in the UK. Let's talk about what this move means for the Sussex brand's multimillion-dollar ventures. Since stepping back from royal duties, Harry and Meghan have built their own empire. They have lucrative deals from Netflix, Spotify, and other media platforms. But with Harry back in the UK and the dust settling on their US adventure, where does that leave their projects?
Can the Sussex brand survive this shakeup?
The Sussex's media deals have been under scrutiny. Critics have questioned whether they can maintain their star power without fresh royal drama. And now that Harry is back in the UK, without the constant buzz of Hollywood and the glamorous Montecito lifestyle, there's a looming question of whether their brand can thrive. Maybe the shift back to the UK, away from the endless celebrity chatter of LA, could give them a chance to redefine themselves.
To step out of the tabloid spotlight and focus on meaningful work.
After all, both Harry and Meghan have always emphasized that they wanted to use their platform for good, not just fame. Could this be their moment to pivot, to go beyond the headlines, and prove that they are more than just the sum of their controversies? Any discussion about Harry's return to the UK wouldn't be complete without addressing the elephant in the room, his relationship with the royal family. Since his departure in 2020, tensions between Harry, his brother Prince William, and their father King Charles have been well documented. The rift has been public, painful, and, at times, seemingly irreparable. But now that Harry is back in the UK, the question arises. Could this be an opportunity to mend those broken ties? There's no doubt that Harry's return could open the door to some kind of reconciliation, as the royal family faces a period of transition under King Charles.
But rebuilding trust won't be easy.
The wounds from Harry's tell-all interviews and his book Spare run deep, and it's unclear whether his family is ready, or even willing, to welcome him back into the fold. Still, as history has shown, the royal family is nothing if not resilient. They've weathered scandal after scandal, and if there's one thing they are good at, it's presenting a united front when it matters most. Whether Harry can find his place within that unity again is one of the most compelling questions as this saga unfolds. Harry's departure from, and now return to, the UK isn't just about one man's personal journey. It's also a reflection of the evolving nature of the British monarchy itself. In recent years, the royal family has been forced to confront challenges that threaten to undermine its very foundation: scandals, changing public perceptions, and questions about its relevance in the modern world. Harry's story is a microcosm of this larger struggle. His desire to carve out his own path, free from the constraints of royal life, mirrors the public's shifting attitude toward the monarchy. More and more people are questioning the institution's role in today's society, and Harry's decision to leave, and now return, brings those questions into even sharper focus.
Could Harry's return signify a new chapter for the monarchy?
Perhaps. If the royal family can find a way to integrate Harry's modern, more independent approach with the traditional values of the institution, it could signal a fresh start for both sides. It's not impossible to imagine a scenario where Harry plays a pivotal role in helping to modernize the monarchy, bridging the gap between the old and the new. Only time will tell, but one thing is clear. Harry's story isn't just about one prince's journey. It's about the future of an entire institution. And so, the story of Prince Harry continues, full of twists, turns, and enough royal drama to keep us all on the edge of our seats. But beyond the headlines and the intrigue, Harry's journey is a reminder of something much deeper. Life is full of unexpected changes, and how we respond to them defines who we are. What's your next royal move? Maybe you're not facing a royal eviction or a deportation scandal, thankfully, but perhaps there's a big decision in your life that you've been putting off. A change you know you need to make but haven't found the courage to do so. Take a page from Harry's book. Be bold, be fearless, and embrace the unknown. Because sometimes, the scariest decisions lead to the most extraordinary chapters in our lives.
So, what's holding you back?
Whether it's a career change, a relationship shift, or a personal transformation, now's the time to act. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What bold move are you ready to make? Let's start a conversation and support each other on this wild journey called life. Remember, even a prince has to pack his bags and start over sometimes.
So can you?
Prince Harry's decision to move back to the UK doesn't just affect him or the royal family, it sends ripples through society, culture, and even politics. It's easy to see Harry's life as something distant and detached from our own, but the truth is that the impact of his choices resonates far beyond the gilded gates of Buckingham Palace. Why does Harry's journey matter to all of us? For one, his public struggles with mental health, family pressures, and the constant scrutiny of the media bring a very human element to a life that seems extraordinary. Harry's openness about his mental health challenges, something he has been vocal about since stepping back from royal duties, has helped break down taboos around seeking help. By speaking candidly about his own battles, Harry has become a figure many people can relate to, despite his royal status. In an age where we are constantly grappling with issues of mental health, family dysfunction, and the pressures of public life, thanks social media, Harry's willingness to be vulnerable reminds us that no one, not even royalty, is immune to these challenges. His story normalizes the struggles many of us face behind closed doors. Isn't that what we all need? A reminder that it's okay to not have it all figured out? Prince Harry's story wouldn't be complete without acknowledging the power of vulnerability. Historically, the royal family has been known for its stoicism, a stiff upper lip attitude that discourages public displays of emotion or personal hardship. But Harry's decision to speak openly about his personal struggles, his grief over the loss of his mother, his struggles with royal life, and his mental health, has helped shift the conversation on vulnerability in a profound way.
Why does this matter to us?
Because vulnerability is something we all deal with, but it's often hidden beneath layers of armor. We're taught to be strong, to push through pain, and to avoid showing weakness. But as Harry has shown, vulnerability isn't a weakness at all, it's a strength. It's the ability to be real, to acknowledge our challenges, and to ask for help when we need it. In a world that often celebrates perfection and success, Harry's story is a powerful reminder that embracing our vulnerabilities can be the key to personal growth. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we give others permission to do the same, and that can lead to deeper connections and more meaningful lives. The British royal family, whether they like it or not, has long been a cultural force. From fashion to philanthropy, their influence extends beyond royal protocol. And with Harry's journey, the family is once again at the center of a larger cultural conversation. What role does the royal family play in shaping our culture? For better or worse, the royals represent tradition. But with Harry and Meghan's decision to step back from royal duties and embrace a more modern lifestyle, we're seeing the old ways collide with new societal values. This cultural shift isn't just happening within the walls of Windsor, it's happening in our everyday lives. Take the growing movement toward mental health awareness, for example. Harry's advocacy for mental health initiatives, coupled with his own candid discussions, has helped destigmatize therapy and emotional well-being. Similar to Meghan's influence, which has brought issues like racial diversity and women's rights to the forefront of royal discussions, something that would have been unthinkable just a decade ago.